Hi there, inquisitive minds! Today, I'm going to share 5 amazing hacks to help you stop procrastinating. I myself haven't always been good at tackling procrastination. I think pretty much everyone deals with it at some point of time, no matter who they are. The real difference is how you handle it. These days, I've learned how to stick to my goals and get things done all by using some of the hacks I'm about to break down right now. One way to stop procrastination is simply to take action and start doing things. So, if at any point in this video you find something useful, please be sure to take action and write it down in the comment section. This will kick off a good habit that'll become crucial for your success. Also, be sure to stay till the end of the video as the number 1 hack is definitely going to shock you. Without further ado, here are 5 simple ways to stop procrastinating. Number 5. Accountability partner. Often, people procrastinate when they have the most stuff going on. Pressing deadlines and complex assignments can cause people to totally shut down. But here's where an accountability partner can come in hand. If you really want to get something done, then tell a friend, a family member, or your partner. Now, there's someone holding you responsible for your goals. It's essential that this person is someone who you really trust and care about. Sharing this goal or deadline with them is a big deal because it sets up their expectations of what you can achieve. We need people in our lives to support us, and this is just one way that they can support you. Here's the sweet part though. Now that you have that accountability partner, they can also celebrate your victory with you. No matter how big or small, it'll be a nice feeling for both of you when they see you winning. Number 4. Time yourself. This is a small but super effective way to beat procrastination. The fact of the matter is, our brains can really only handle so much information at any given time. You may have a day's worth of studying or other work you have to get done, but that doesn't mean you need to tackle it all in one endless sprint. In fact, most experts agree on a range of 50 to 90 minutes of pure focus before taking a short break. This is why I highly recommend using a timer. According to The Atlantic, the formula for perfect productivity is to work 52 minutes and break for 17. You'll be shocked when that timer goes off and you were totally locked into your work. Instead of focusing on everything you had to do at once, you focused on one thing, which helped you get it done. You can try out different timings as everyone functions a bit differently. Personally, I find that 45 minutes of work followed by 10 minutes of break works best for me. Number 3. Measure and compensate. Measure and compensate is an amazing way to beat procrastination. But if I'm going to talk about this procrastination tip, then I have to dive into what makes us procrastinate in the first place. One of the most common reasons is also the most blatant. We just don't want to do our work because, let's be honest, work is no fun, especially if you don't enjoy what you're doing. But even working on things we're passionate about can be exhausting and mentally draining at times. Putting in work is a slow process, and while we might be achieving and improving in minor ways, we don't always get to enjoy the fruits of our labor immediately, which only causes us to procrastinate more. Imagine this. It's a Friday around 4 p.m. You've got plans that evening. It's a beautiful day out. The last thing you want to be is locked behind that desk. So how do you push through? Measure and compensate. According to the European Journal of Personality study, college students who, quote and unquote, procrastinate were still getting lots of studying done, and in some cases, they were getting more done than their peers. The reason being is that they knew they weren't going to get anything done on those Friday evenings. They actually compensated by working harder, earlier, and later. This takes time and planning. The big picture idea is to give yourself a break. Once you learn to let go, you'll find yourself getting more and more done. You'll start seeing that your worth goes well beyond the achievements. Remember to know yourself, understand your work habits, and get it done so that you can really enjoy yourself. Number 2. Start with the hard stuff. Sometimes we want to save the worst for last. The longest, biggest, and most straining things are often the things we have to tackle first though. The reason being is this: once you do it, it's over. Make a list of all your tasks and then order them from hardest to easiest. If you tackle the hard stuff first, you'll find you're not dreading it so much, you're just doing it. If you start with the easy stuff, you'll find yourself making excuses to push back the big tasks. Now, this next hack is going to sound a little crazy, but just bear with me. You don't want to miss this. Number 1. Allow confusion into your task. Let's take a step back again and talk about why we procrastinate. Think about the big assignment or task that probably brought you to this video. More likely than not, I'm guessing it's something overwhelming, confusing, or you've never done it before. You're putting off getting started because you're not sure what the first step is. Consider this though, you're not avoiding the task necessarily, but you're avoiding the negative emotions that might come with it. No one wants to feel incompetent or clueless. Instead of facing those feelings, you watch Netflix, clean the house even, or maybe watch a YouTube video. Lots of people who are procrastinating can get pretty productive, but just aren't doing what they're supposed to. They'll clean the house, organize their files, or even do some other assignment they're comfortable with. So, here's what I suggest. Allow confusion into the task. The key to this is an emotional understanding. Acknowledge that it's totally normal to feel overwhelmed or stupid when you're just starting out, especially if you've never done that task before. If you have to go so far as to literally write down, figure out steps, or scream into your pillow to the top of your to-do list, then do it. Remember, when you first start a task, you're bound to make mistakes, have to pivot, or just completely start over. But this will only feel lousy if you believe those mistakes aren't part of the process. The truth is, they are an essential step in completing tasks. You just have to take the first step and start working on it. So those are my top 5 hacks for stopping procrastination. Remember these. Number 5. Accountability partner. Share your goal and deadline with someone you trust. Number 4. Time yourself. The sweet spot is 52 minutes working with a 17-minute rest. Number 3. Measure and compensate. Plan ahead so you can relax later. Number 2. Start with the hard stuff. And number 1. Allow confusion into the task. Be comfortable with the confusion. Anyway, I hope you have learned something new that you can use to become a better version of yourself. If so, comment down below what you've learned and I'll try my best to reply to your comments. If you enjoyed my video, please subscribe and turn on the bell notification icon so you won't miss my next video, which can help you to improve yourself every day.